this video, we're going to discuss about the end-term test. So according to the end-term test, kapag daw nagko-converge yung series, then yung limit ng sequence as n approaches infinity is equal to 0. Okay, so let's prove this statement. So for our proof, okay, so ito yung hypothesis natin. So suppose yung series daw ay nagko-converge. Okay, so last time diniscuss natin na kapag yung series ay nagko-converge, yung limit ng partial sum nag-e-exist. Okay, so then yung limit ng S sub n as n approaches infinity exists. So yan yung diniscuss natin last time. And then by definition ng partial sum, okay, so by definition of S sub n or sequence of partial sum, yung S sub n, di ba, equal yan sa S sub n minus 1 plus A sub n. Okay, so gagamitin natin yung equation na yan. So kapag nilipat natin tong S sub n minus 1 sa left side, so lipat natin sa left side, anong mangyayari? So magiging A sub n equals S sub n, so eto magiging minus na, minus S sub n minus 1. Okay? And then next, kunin natin yung limit ng both sides of equation. So this will be limit A sub n as n approaches infinity equals limit of S sub n minus S sub n minus 1 as n approaches infinity. Okay, so by the property of limits, pwede nating i-distribute to. So magiging equal siya sa limit ng S sub n as n approaches infinity minus limit ng S sub n minus 1 as n approaches infinity. Okay? So take note, yung limit nito nag-e-exist. Okay? So syempre, yung sum before dito sa S sub n, which is yung S sub n minus 1, mag-e-exist din yan. Okay? At kung saan papunta tong S sub n, dun din pupunta tong S sub n minus 1. So for example, ito si S sub n minus 2, ito si S sub n minus 1, ito si S sub n. Kung saan mag-a-approach to, let's say kung mag-a-approach to dito, so dun din mag-a-approach yung S sub n minus 1, dun din mag-a-approach yung S sub n minus 2. Kasi nga, nag-e-exist yung limit. Okay? So therefore, kapag kinuha natin yung limit nito, tapos limit nito, which is same, tapos kinuha natin yung difference ng limit nila, ang lalabas dyan, 0. Okay, so this is, so therefore yung limit ng A sub n as n approaches infinity is equal to 0, which is yun yung pinoprove natin. Okay, so limit A sub n approaches infinity equals 0. Okay, so ganun lang kasimple yung proof ng end-term test. Okay, so sa end-term test, masasabi natin na kapag converge ang series, yung limit ng sequence magzi-0. Okay, so ngayon, kunin natin yung contrapositive nito. So again ano yung contrapositive? So kapag yung P, let's say meron tayong statement P implies Q, kukunin natin yung contrapositive niya. Okay? This will be not Q implies not P. Okay? And kung ito ay true statement, syempre true yung statement din na to. Not Q implies not P. So let's say ito yung P, ito yung Q. Okay, so P implies Q. Kunin natin yung contrapositive. So not Q, which is limit of A sub n as n approaches infinity is not equal to 0 implies not P. Okay? So, kung not converge, ano siya? Diverge. Okay, so yung series n equals 1 to infinity diverge. Okay? So, meron tayong another way para malaman kung ang isang series ay nagda-diverge o hindi. And that way is this one. So, kapag kinuha natin yung limit ng isang sequence as n approaches infinity at ang lumabas ay not equal to 0, then yung series ng a sub n magda-diverge, ibig sabihin nun. Okay? So, ang tawag natin dyan ay divergence test. So, divergence test. Okay, so example. So, for example, let's say meron tayong series na 3n squared minus n raised to 5 over 2 minus 7n raised to 5. Okay, so tignan natin kung nagko-converge siya o nagda-diverge. So, para malaman natin, kunin natin yung limit nito. Okay? So, limit ng 3n squared minus n raised to 5 over 2 minus 7n raised to 5. Okay? So, this is equal to, so, pwede natin i-divide both sides by n raised to 5, yung numerator tsaka denominator. So, magiging ano siya, by the way, as n approaches infinity yan. So, pag dinivide natin, eto, divided by n raised to 5, so magiging 3 over n cubed. Makakancel yung n squared. Minus n raised to 5 divided by n raised to 5, that is 1, over, eto, 2 divided by n raised to 5, so 2 over n raised to 5, minus 7n raised to 5 divided by n raised to 5, that is 7. Okay, so pag sinalpak na natin yung infinity dito, so magiging ano na siya, 3 over infinity, magiging 0 na, minus 1 over 0 minus 7. And this is negative 1 over negative 7 or 1 over 7. And as you can see, hindi siya equal sa 0, yung limit niya. Okay, so yung limit hindi equal sa 0, so therefore, yung series na to magda-diverge. Okay, so using divergence test by divergence